I was just thinking how sometimes from point A to point B, it's not always a straight line. Like how do you have in Pythagorean theorem, just straight line? Yeah, that's not how life works. I don't think that's how life works. I think usually when you have a path, right? You have a path to go and you have a direction and you're going somewhere. Oftentimes there's a lot of curves and throwbacks that you don't really expect and you don't really know where they're coming from, right? So I think the point is not to say, oh no, I'm going here, therefore it must be this way because I insist that for me to get from point A to point B, it must be a C, okay? It must be a Pythagorean theorem. No, it must not be whatever you think it must be. Whatever it will be is whatever life decides that it must be, right? It's not up to you. Like if you want to go somewhere, it's not up to you how you'll get there, right? The most you can do is just try, have a plan, have a goal, and stick to it. Because sometimes it's easy to get sidetracked because you think you set a goal, right, and you set a execution of the goal, and it doesn't go according to the plan, and you're like, well, maybe I'm not meant to do this. Well, how do you know, right? Is there any point to life other than just living, right? You don't know what you're meant to do. You don't know how you will get from point A to point B. The only thing you can do is identify where you are at point A, right? And then identify where you are going to point B. Because when you have those two clear, you're gonna be very much more aware of the general direction you're going. Because if let's just say you start where you are now, provided you know where you are now, you best be sure where you're located. Because if you don't know where you're located and you're trying to go somewhere, it's going to be a problem. So first figure out where you're located, and then when you know where that is, and then you're going somewhere, right? If you have a general direction of where you are going, it will be a lot easier to get there because you will know, okay, so if I'm located here and I'm going right here, even if life is pushing me to the right, it's like, go this way, and then you keep trying to resist and not because you want to go up. It's okay. It might take you like this. It might find a shortcut. Maybe there is an obstacle there you're not aware of, right? And you don't necessarily have the tools to handle. So don't fight whatever life gives you, right? I'm sorry for the everything, but don't fight whatever life gives you, right? Because life knows better. The whole universe, God, whatever you want to call it, the life source, it knows better how to get you from point A to point B, right? Because there's probably stuff in between, like rocks and holes that you don't want to fall into. Like, don't fall into the holes, and the only way around them is to, if life is pushing you that way, if you know it's right and you feel like it's okay and you can deal with it, it's okay, because there's likely a hole ahead of you. So if your higher mind is trying to guide you around it, you don't listen and you fall into a hole, guess what? You're in a hole. It's your own problem. So then you gotta get out of the hole. So I have no idea where I'm going with this. Oh yeah, I was going to work. Okay. Video break.